Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, cottagers. Welcome in. We are back to play more Stardew this morning. So, I know I said that I was going to make notes, but I didn't do that. So, I know we're like 2 days away from one of the festivals, and we had gotten a bunch of seeds planted, but as for the rest, I'm not sure. So I guess we'll just hop in. We'll see how we end up. The loading screens might take a hot minute to start. Because of all the mods. So some of the saving screens and the loading screens just like take a while. But hope you guys are doing well. Hope that your morning is going well. I do not have coffee today. I actually ran out of my favorite coffee and did not take time to order anymore. So we're on the tea grind today. All right, let's see how we're doing. Oh, Andy, what's up? Just dropped by to warn you about those crows flying about. I woke up to see 'em flocking over my crop field, had to scare a few off. I think your farm is fine. I live right by that there forest, so I get a lot of them roosting in the trees. Darn crows. Or maybe not. There they are, darn scavengers, but looks like they aren't nibbling at your crops like they did to mine. Our scarecrow worked. Would be a good idea to build more of them scarecrows if you can. Might not be a bad idea to build a few myself. I'll go get started. Good luck farming. I wonder what would have happened if we didn't have a scarecrow out there. Would they have been just like going after our crops? I lost my favorite axe. If you find it, please return ASAP. I'm having a tough time without it. There's 250 gold in it for whoever finds the thing. From Robin. I remember that being in the forest. Inventory full. I don't think our inventory is full. Let's see. I'll put some of these things away for now. This whole bit is good. Potatoes. Unluckily, I don't think potatoes are either of the crops that you can submit as a gold star. Lapis, hello! Good morning, how are you? How has your... what day is it? Friday? How's your Friday been? Hope it's going well. We're just organizing ourselves and our meager farm. Let's see, let me grab more of our stuff. What day is today? Thursday? I gotta go back in our house and figure out what time we're doing things. Let's see. Actually, yeah, I guess only barely need the hoe. Doing good. I barely slept last night, so I'm taking it easy today. I'm sorry to hear it. That sucks. It's always the worst when you don't sleep well, and it's like adding insult to injury because you already feel pretty bad. And then you like can't get anything done. That's my not sleeping mood often. But definitely take it easy today. No reason to push. Especially not on a Friday. I think did we... Okay, yeah, we had dealt with Emily. That sounds pretty awful, I guess, but we had given Emily her gifts for the week. Okay, we have 2 days before the egg festival. Not bad. I guess we gotta look for this axe. Calm down, Shane. I don't remember how many, like, relationship points you get for just talking to people. I don't remember it being very many at all, but I feel like it's at least some. Like, if you talk to people every day, it's not nothing. Alright, let's... I feel like her axe is gonna be in these woodlands. Oh, here, it's in the same spot. Let's take it to Robin. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be in those deep woods that I got lost in and then passed out. So, not super looking forward to going back there. Not my best move, I guess. I guess we can pass through our own farm. It's only 9:40. We can go up and around, and then we can swoop down to the general store, I think. That would not be too bad. Don't remember if I cleared the path, actually, to the way out this way. Oh, I did. Good. I was like, how easy did I make this for myself? Or did I make it difficult? Did I... What was... Oh, was that an animal? I think it was. I think it was. Squirrel or something. Alright. Chill Stardew with Raz will be perfect to rest a bit more before starting my stuff today. Exactly. I guess I have to have the axe. Found my axe. What a relief. I almost chopped my toe off with the other one I was using. Girl. Girl. How? How? Actually, I don't really want to know, like, how do you... That should never happen. Should never be using an axe that has the ability to chop your toe off based on what you're wearing. Gotta have good boots when using an axe. For that reason exactly. Alright, we have 1,400 gold. What do we want to buy? I guess we'll probably need a good bit more parsnip seeds. Let's do 6 more parsnip seeds. 6 more potatoes for now. I think that's probably good. Luckily, parsnips grow so fast. They're definitely one of the easiest to 5-star because you have plenty of time if you don't get enough 5 stars. There's some recourse for you. And let's toss these in here with the horseradish. I think... There we go. Actually, let's do some tree chopping. We need some sap, I think, to make some more fertilizer. So we'll just chop some of these down before we actually plant anything. If only chopping trees down in real life was this easy, but it is actually terrifying. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Also arduous. Definitely not this easy. Even though we like run out of stam here. Pretty quickly. It feels about the same in real life. You're like done immediately. Alright, let's get some of our extra sap, and we'll grab our watering can too. we need 6 more. Fertilizer. There we go. And then potato time. I've been tempted to grow potatoes in my garden, but I never do it because my soil is kind of packed down, which is the actual opposite of what potatoes want. I grew them once in a 5-gallon bucket, which worked like pretty well, but definitely didn't get to experience the real positive of potatoes, which is them being like pretty aggressively prolific. Of them just spreading out and getting a whole bunch of them dug up. Can't you plow it to break the soil? You can. I don't have a plow. And plowing to break up hard soil is pretty arduous. We have a tiller, but it doesn't go deep enough. Like, you need to actually go pretty deep for potatoes to be happy, because they live pretty far down there. So I'll probably just do another 5-gallon bucket at some point. It just has not been on my recent lists, I guess. Even though I love potatoes. It doesn't help. I mean, I guess it doesn't help. It helps enough. Also, I love the minnow. Look at how small that boy is. Owie, hello, welcome in. Good morning. It helps that a lot of the seed potatoes from seed sellers, a lot of their crops failed over the past couple years, so there's actually not a lot of them available. I had to break out a bit of the soil in my garden. It had not been taken care of for years before I arrived, and I used a pickaxe for that. Yeah. That's what I would probably use too. It's just it's like a very manual process. I'm sure it was a little bit back-breaking. It kind of reminds me that... So one of my favorite shows of all time is a very goofy show called Frontier House. And it was made in the early 2000s when historical reality TV shows were like at their peak. And they make 3 families live for 5 months out in Montana, as if it was like the 1880s. And one of the things was obviously they had to bust sod, so like break up all of the soil and grass to plant. And they struggled with the plowing. They had a livestock handler who had a horse even to like pull the plow. And it's one of those things that I feel like if you ask the average person, you were like, if someone was handling the horse, could you just drive the plow? They'd be like, yeah. Yeah, it seems easy. But it's actually super hard. These people, like, hard struggled to do it. And then there was a Canadian show. I don't know if it was based off of Frontier House directly or, like, what the situation was, but there was a Canadian show that had, like, almost the same premise, except instead of 3 families for 5 months, they did 2 couples for 1 full year. And they gave them way less help. So they actually had to do the plowing with horses by themselves. And it was disastrous. Like, they could not do it. I don't know if they, like, hard cheated, like, if they just obfuscated the fact that they definitely did not have a garden going that could support them for the full year. I don't know what the situation was, but it looked rough. The scenes that they did show did not look favorable, we'll put it that way. I haven't gardened in a long time. I used to help my parents out. It's not really possible to garden if you live in an apartment. It's definitely hard. You can do some things inside, but not a whole lot. And if you have like a balcony or something, you can do, there's certain things that grow actually really well in containers. Cherry tomatoes grow really well in containers. There's certain varieties of like Japanese eggplant and stuff that does well in containers, like strawberries, bunch of herbs, but you need like some kind of outdoor space to grow a lot of those because you just, the amount of electricity it would take for you to run a grow light to get the grow requirements to actually like fruit any of those things is, it would be very expensive. It would be very expensive. I'm so glad I have a garden in my apartment. Yes. That's definitely like having some space is super nice. Um Also, I want to say you can, I'm trying to think if there's anything like that you could grow inside that would not be terrible, but I feel like there's not really. You grow like herbs, I suppose, but Miss Pickles, hello. Good morning. You brought your coon? That's, yeah. That's very nice. I don't know why you're crying now. She's like, I'm just talking to my coon. I'm not talking to you, Mom. I was waiting for this cutscene. I was like, I think it has to be after 8 p.m. that this one happens. I have a flat. Wish I could have a house, but it costs so much more to get one near a big city, and I wasn't ready to go far. One day I'll go into the countryside once I have secured a remote job and I don't have to worry about all that anymore. That's super key, actually. Having a remote job that you can work from anywhere is like, I feel like what unlocks you to move out to the middle of nowhere. George. I won't lie, I don't really know how George mistakes a human rustling around in the garbage for a raccoon. I feel like those two things sound very different, but maybe the raccoons in Stardew are just very lively. They're just very loud. I'd love to live in the countryside. There's great things about living in the countryside. It's a shame for food to go to waste, man. I don't care. Thanks, Linus. Good luck, man. I don't think there's really any way I could work a job out there. Depends on your line of work, I guess. There's a lot of jobs that are more remote now after COVID. A lot more industries have at least some remote jobs. I wish I had zucchini fritters. That sounds amazing. I think for me, gonna be streaming for a bit. Yes, Smith Daddy, I will. I will be here. It's what, 7:21 right now. I'll be here definitely through 9 a.m. We might even go through 10. Depends how we're feeling. I don't have a hard stop because I'm off this week, so I don't actually have to go get working. So we have a bit more freedom. Unless I lived really close to a city. I guess the only thing you have to be really, I don't want to say, I don't know if careful is the right word, but like conscientious of when you live in the country is actually your distance to a hospital is actually very important. You have to make sure that you are within a sane distance to a hospital. If you ever get hurt, and it happens a lot more in the country because you're living out in the middle of nowhere and you're probably doing a lot more stuff on your own, you're gonna get injured and you're gonna have to go to the hospital. So you gotta make sure it's not like an hour away because you don't want to be bleeding out because your hospital's an hour away. I hope post-COVID will change a bit some industries. There's a lot of jobs that could be changed to remote and make it easier. 100%. There's a lot of jobs that don't need to be done in person. There's obviously some that have to, but there's plenty that don't. Fortunately, when I looked into remote jobs, there was nothing for me really. I think the key is just like keep looking. Especially if there's things in your field that you think could be remote, or the other option is if you really are passionate about remote. There's a lot of jobs that aren't advertised as remote, but if you worked somewhere, you could ask them to go remote and they would be cool with it after you worked there. I'm gonna have someone raid you because you're cool, but we're in an harem. Aw, cheers, Smith Daddy. That's sweet. Yeah, take your time. Enjoy your harem. Hang out. I'm trying to get a legal job. Yeah, I feel like paralegal and stuff could totally be done remote. I mean, there's some, like, things with confidentiality, like your laptop would probably have to be pretty locked down. But I think your best bet for getting a remote job in the legal sphere is find a good firm, get in there, and then transition to remote afterwards. There's a lot that won't say that they're cool with you being remote from the start, but I think there's a lot more that are chill with it once you kind of are already there. They're like, they don't care as much. Alright, so tomorrow's the Egg Festival. We got bopped in the Egg Festival in Harvest Moon SNES. We were not ready. It was not close. So, we'll see how we fare in here. Tomorrow we're holding the Egg Festival. You should arrive between 9 AM and 2 PM if you'd like to attend. You wouldn't want to miss the annual egg hunt. We would not. Alright, we need 2 more rows of our sneeps. Do. How many parsnips was that? 10, I think? Also, parsnips are so good. I don't know if you guys like parsnips, but I love parsnips. They're like one of my favorite vegetables. I love root veg. I'm definitely on the root veg grind a lot. I don't grow them right now, but I definitely should. I feel like I have such a hard time getting started in cool weather, but maybe I'll do a fall crop. Maybe I will do a fall crop of them. So let's store our single gold star parsnip. The rest we can sell. Let's go into town. I don't eat as many veggies as I should. Sometimes it's hard to eat a lot. We eat a lot of peppers. That's probably the veg that we eat the most. Peppers. I eat a lot of root veg because I make them for lunch a lot. I cut up like an onion, a carrot, a parsnip, sometimes a potato or something, and then I bake them. Because it's just like something I can put in the oven and not think about for a hot minute. So that's kind of my cheat. So that's why I like eat that many of them, or like have access to a bunch of them. But it's definitely, I feel like it can be hard to get veg. They're also expensive. Like, at least around me, getting fresh produce is actually very expensive. In general, just always is. It's just convenience foods are a lot cheaper. It's hard living with someone who never learned to eat good stuff. That's hard too, yeah. Like, if people aren't used to eating vegetables growing up, it can be like a tough transition. I'm very healthy. Yeah, you can work on your diets together. It's just a slow process. She was raised with ham and pasta, so trying to get her to get a better diet. It's hard finding out what she'll like. Yeah, it can be tough. It can be super tough. Let's see what we want. 10. Yes. Nice. But yeah, I would just say like baby steps. And if someone doesn't like the preparation of a vegetable one way, it doesn't mean that they won't like it. There's a lot of ways to make a veg, you know? So, don't let that deter you. I will also say if you can get vegetables grown from a farmer's market, it is more expensive, but vegetables grown in not big agriculture that are grown in a more like nutrient dense soil tend to taste sweeter. Like they tend to be a little bit more palatable in their raw or like base form. Sometimes the stuff you get from like big ag is not that great. Let's see. I guess we should just clean up some stuff. I feel like I need to figure out the coop situation soon. But we need a bunch of wood and a bunch of stone. Harder to get fresh stuff in the middle of the city. Market is not every day and a bit far from here, but I should go more often to get better veg. There's also a lot of, you can invest too in a lot of veg that you can freeze. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't hold up well, obviously, because the cell walls just do not handle being frozen and then thawed. If you want it to like hold its original form at all. But there's some things that do alright with being frozen. Like peas and stuff are not bad frozen. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Please chop this wood. I also probably have to go to the mine at some point and like hard grind it. See, because we are gonna need copper. I tried to only buy for a few days because it doesn't last for long. Yeah, exactly. It's hard when you're like limited that you have to like eat fresh only. And you don't have like ready access to getting it. I've been trying to get better about like thinking about food preservation. It's the other thing, pickles. Pickled things are pretty good. So if they like, you can get someone to enjoy pickles, it like opens up a whole bunch of opportunities for eating veg in kind of sneaky ways. Like if they like kimchi and stuff. Quality. I will say though, I guess someone who's a bit of a picky eater might not like fermented foods as much. Or it's a little bit more of a hard sell. Just trying to get as much stone as we can pick up. The movie with Dr. Evil, do you know it? And Mini-Me. Is that Austin Powers? Is that what I'm thinking of? If so, I've seen it like once. A very long time ago. For some reason, I haven't seen, to be honest, I haven't seen a lot of movies. I've seen maybe 100 movies in my lifetime. Something like that. Mainly because movie theaters give me a huge headache. The volume of the sound is always too high. So I don't tend to go. Though I recently watched a movie with earplugs in, and it was pretty great. Pretty enjoyable. But usually I prefer to just wait until a movie is available to me at my house. That's like my normal inclination. I mostly watch movies at home. Yeah, exactly. I guess I'm not a super movie person or like a TV person, I guess. I don't watch a lot of shows. I watch a lot more documentaries, I guess. I do watch, I guess in terms of movies, I've watched a lot of documentaries, but I'm also more of like I'm more of a nonfiction person in media in general, like books. I read way more nonfiction books than I ever read fiction. I don't know why that is, but it might be the historian in me. I love books. Books are great. I have a very large collection of books, which I'm glad that we never have to move again because otherwise I don't think we would make it. Like, we have many, and it was a great challenge to move what we had already. Have you read Wheel of Time? I have not, but Wheel of Time is one of my husband's favorite series of all time. So he has read it dozens of times all the way through since he was like a child. I have a hard time watching movies. I watch a couple of TV shows, a bit of anime. Most of my time is sunk into watching anime girls playing games on the internet. Hey, that sounds great. That's like that's a solid entertainment medium, if I say so myself. Let's see. Wheel of Time is great. Yes. Yes, it is. Wheel of Time, for me personally, Wheel of Time is a bit, I don't know if I want to say like slow. It's very verbose. That is my one qualm with it. It's a very long series. I don't know if it needed to be that long. That's what it is, but there's many words there. I don't know if we needed to write down all of them, but have you guys, if you like Wheel of Time, what did you think about the TV series? That's the real question. Has he seen the TV show and is it okay to watch? So the TV show changes some things. It's not a faithful adaptation, but they've said that. It's like an alternate universe. So if you're going in as a purist, it's not for you. I'm gonna say that. If you feel like you would be very upset by canon divergences, by it being an alternate universe, I would maybe not watch. But I thought it was good. I was enthralled. We watched the full thing. I thought a lot of the characterization was good. There was some stuff that I thought was, again, it was AU, so there were some things that I thought was interesting, like certain characters that you know to be bad later on, but at the point that we met them in like the books, they're very neutral or friendly even, and they were made out to be a little bit more sinister in the show, but that might have been because they don't have time to like be ponderous about it. So I thought it was good though. I like I have a great fondness for Rosamund Pike, so I am a big fan of the 2005 Pride and Prejudice movie where she plays Jane Bennet, so I was happy to see her on the screen again. But yeah, there are a lot of purists who had like weird issues with like some of the way things worked, but they would make all these posts on Reddit and kind of just show that they also didn't understand the original books. So it's it kind of depends on your taste, I guess. But if you're fine with like there being differences, if you liked Lord of the Rings, let me put it this way: if you like the Lord of the Rings movies, the Lord of the Rings movies had a lot of divergences. So if you were cool with that, then you're probably going to be fine with Wheel of Time. But you know, depends on what your vibe is. I prefer jewel tones. I could tell, Emily, that you like jewel tones. TV shows are another medium, can't have the same pace as the books, for sure. I don't mind some changes. Oh goodness, the whole town is in here. What is going on? I don't mind some changes to adapt as long as it keeps the spirit of the story. Convince Raid to play another game. Please stay on for at least 30 minutes. No problem, Smith Daddy. No problem. Hang out. Have fun. We'll be here. We'll be here for a while yet. I agree, Leah. It is simpler to be friends with trees. Are you participating in the egg hunt tomorrow, Raz? We are indeed. Oh man, Marnie is enthralled. You're the Japanese board game girl. I play Mahjong, if that's what you're talking about, the tile game. I'm trying to think if there's any other board games that I play that are Japanese. Not on stream though. But yeah, I play Mahjong. Yeah. It's like Japanese poker, I guess, with tiles. But yes. I do Mahjong on Thursdays. That is our Mahjong day. I don't know why I love Olivia. I feel like, I don't know if I would like Olivia in person, but she cracks me up in this game. I've loved at least 3 anime on Mahjong. It's a good game. It's super fun. It's a great social game. I have a great fondness for playing Mahjong with people. I think that's like the best way to experience it. Mahjong originated in China, right? Yes, I believe so. I believe the original variant is Chinese. There's a bunch of Chinese variants as well. I personally play the Riichi variant, which is the Japanese variant, which just has some more complicated rules about what kind of hands you're allowed to make. But the premise is the exact same. Yeah, Japan did a very good job of like disseminating it and having a lot of people that like to play it, I guess. And there's also there's an American version too, which again was based on the Chinese version. It came over to the US when folks immigrated in the West, I think, in like the 19th century, I think. Anime makes me so curious, so I lurk whenever you play. Aw. Well, I think the best thing for me about Mahjong is that you can just be lucky. Skill can overcome bad luck to a degree in that game. But you can also just be lucky, so it's got a bit of a way to even the playing field in that sense. I try to play it, but I suck so bad at it. It just takes time. You just gotta grind through, and it helps. It helps if you can play with people who are of a similar level to you, because if you're too outmatched, you don't really get to play. Like, you're kind of always on the back foot. But if you get to play with people who are your same level, you actually get to, like, build real big hands. The one challenging bit is if you play online, a lot of the people that play in the beginner rooms, the bronze rooms in something like Mahjong Soul, they're not actually beginners at Mahjong. They're just a beginner to Mahjong Soul. So you end up playing against people who are very good, who have probably played in person, or maybe they've played the Chinese variant for, like, one of the Chinese variants for years. So they already kind of know all the rules. So it can be a little bit challenging to, like, learn in that environment for sure. But if you're completely terrible, as long as you're having fun, you can't be so terrible that it's unsalvageable. And over time, you learn. So, you're fine. Oh, our dad is very kind, giving us a gift. Challenge accepted. Yeah, exactly. If you think you would have fun playing it, then just play it. It doesn't matter if you're bad. It's always, and it's like fun to learn a new thing. It's an enjoyable challenge. talk to you in 20. Don't leave. Don't worry. We will be here. We'll be hanging out. Honestly, a lot of the days that I play Mahjong, I feel like I'm terrible at Mahjong. And I'm not that bad at Mahjong. I'm not amazing, but I'm fine. I'm perfectly serviceable at Mahjong. But it's easy to like feel, I don't know, down on yourself about getting bopped. I was like, what do we hold in our hands that we won't chop our cat? I vaguely remember in like, I don't know if I'm making this up, but I feel like in A Wonderful Life, in Harvest Moon A Wonderful Life, you could like accidentally like chop your animals and they would get like upset. And it would be bad. You seem pretty good to me. I have a good grasp on the very basic things, and I have a pretty decent grasp on some very serviceable hands. The problem that I'm running into right now is I have a bad tendency to play very loose. Like I'm very like luck based. I like to gamble in Mahjong, and the thing is, gambling like can pay off, but it often like doesn't pay off, so I get got. I'm gonna gamble if the raid is more than you're expecting. If the raid is more than you're expecting, can I get a free redeem? Depends on the redeem that you're looking at, but yeah, sure, we could do something like that. I don't know how many people I'm expecting, but we'll see. Imagine cutting down your animals. Exactly. It was like, I remember it being weirdly stressful. I remember being like concerned about it. Again, I'm not sure if this is just like child Raz's brain, like making things up in the past. We'll see when I go back and replay A Wonderful Life. I guess I'll have to test it. I'll have to like chop an animal and then see what happens. But I vaguely remember it being like a cause for concern. I don't know if it just like decreased the happiness score of the animal like for the day or whatever, or if it was like actually a threat to their health and well-being, but it felt very concerning at the time. All right, let's go to this festival. I don't remember if we're allowed to shop after, so I think we'll just shop at the start. Okay, what do we got? Lawn Flamingo. Hard bargain there. Seasonal plants. Decorative pitchfork. I swear I thought that there was like more stuff than this. I guess, what day is it? It is like, the egg festival is the 14th? I don't really think we should buy strawberry seeds, because they're not really going to produce for us after the fact. Man, I'm like so sad that we can't marry Clint, even with this mod. I was like, of all people that they added, I was like, they're definitely gonna let us marry Clint, right? No. We can't marry our shy blacksmith boy. Yeah, that's a lot of egg dishes, sir. I don't know what's up with Marlon's portrait. I have to like, I might have to add a new mod in. For some reason he's the only one whose portrait doesn't seem to be in there. Redeem I want is guide the raid. have checked yours to see if that's real. I don't have a guide the raid because I don't blind raid, sadly. We've had a couple of not so favorable raid experiences, so I don't do blind raids. But if there's someone who you would like me to raid in the future, I am happy to take a look at them. But yeah, I prefer to have a chance to kind of go check out people's streams, lurk in there, you know, see what the vibe is for a while. Trying to like talk to everybody. I've been up since dawn coloring eggs. Emily, are you good? Just like today, I like to keep the train going. That's fair. We're on my third guide. Oh goodness. That is a lot. Is Linus just like all the way out here, like hiding? No one really talks to me. I just come for the deviled eggs. Linus, you can talk to people, dude. I think it's fine. Alright, I think we talked to everyone. Let's do this egg festival. Let's see if we get got. I don't know if the expanded version is going to make it harder. I don't know. The exclusive prize. I think we're ready. Oh, here's one, here's one. Snag it. Got one. I could have sworn there was like one in the graveyard at some point. Oh no. Stuck. Let's see. Is there two in here? It's hard to tell. That's his little ball. Let's see, where else? Where else we got eggs? Oof. Don't know if 6 is enough. If only I could get you kids to pick up litter this efficiently. Fair. Fair. Yeah, see, Jazz and Vincent, they're too fast. We spent too much time, like, over here. I guess I probably should have gone north, now that I think about it. I forget what the prize even is, honestly. I don't know if it's like a rare crow or something like that. We'll get our watering can for tomorrow. Oop, did not mean to push our cat. Clear and sunny all day. Okay. That is fine. No problem. Spirits are neutral. Queen of sauce. Coleslaw. After I like accidentally scythed that corn in Harvest Moon SNES, I live in like constant fear now of just absolutely decimating her. our plants. Oop. I'm like, there's gonna be a day where I think that all is well. And I just accidentally swing that and cut down our plants. Prematurely. The corn was really the worst because it took so long to grow and it was very expensive and it was a corner corn. And if we had chopped any other corn other than the corner, we would have been able to get into the center and it would have been fine. We would have like salvaged it. But alas, not the case. Let's see. Why don't we go to the mines for a bit today? So, we only need these. I've accidentally cut down crops in this game. I think it happens to everyone. I think at some point, everyone accidentally cuts down something or accidentally, like, drop something on the ground or eat something that they meant to like gift to somebody. Like it happens. It's gonna happen to us too. We are not immune. It's definitely gonna come a time that at some point we get got. But that's just the way of it. Can't be like too harsh about it, you know? It happens in real life, you know? You like accidentally crush plants and leave things out and they get hailed on, so it just makes sense. We should lose some crops at some point. Morris promised Jojo would clear away this rock slide by now. Susan is trapped at home and can't get out except via train. Now he's telling me the cleanup operation is delayed until early summer. My hands are tied. As the mayor of Pelican Town, it's my duty to ensure everyone is safe. Morris and I will reach a resolution regarding the rock slide soon. I'm just relieved no one was hurt during the rock slide. I must be on my way, Raz. Don't bother using your pickaxe to try and remove these rocks. It would take you months. I once ate something at near full health in the mines, and it was a really good food item. Yep. It's exactly what happens. You think you're fine, and then you accidentally do something, and you're like, well, never mind. You just gotta, like, move on. Alright, the mine. Into the mine we go. I hate those little dudes in the sand. I don't know what they are, but I don't like them. I'm not a fan. Well, this is a large level. Well, I did not mean to kill that bug, but we'll take it. There we go. There we go. Alright, head down. Like, I would just chop that bug with a pickaxe. Like, in real life, trying to hit a bug with a pickaxe would not be sane. Alright, problem is now, where's the shaft down? There it is. Got a whole bunch of stuff in our pocket, luckily for us. There we go. 9. Okay. I like the music in the mines. I don't know. They did a good job of, like, it's actually very calming. Even though it's often a stressful place. There we go. Alright, now time to... I guess just break open as many rocks as possible. Put those boots on. We're just running around here barefoot. Yeah, I usually put my own music on when playing this game. I do not. But I can also listen to very repetitive music with absolutely no qualms. Come here, sir. Okay, we know where that is, I guess, so. I really don't like the dudes in the dark. That's what I'll say. I don't feel like I need more topaz right now, so. It'd be nice if we could get to floor 15. 20. Guess it just depends. Let's eat a leek. Give ourselves a little bit more energy. Not a lot, but some. There we go. This man trying to run up on us. No thank you, sir. This is a big level. A large floor. Anything good over here? I don't know. There we go. Oh. There we go. Alright, well, we'll see. I guess I'll see if I can find the way down. Suppose it could be a bug. Munch on that a little bit. I really don't like to do the ones that are like super in the dark. It's actually like pretty hard to see. We're gonna eat all of our leeks. We're just crunching them right now. My luck is not great in finding the way down. This floor is out to get me. Alright, we at least have a mush if we need to eat a little bit more. Sir. It would be tragic if we got the shaft down and then missed it in the dark. Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright, we made it. Time to go home. Cutting it. I'm not gonna say like super close, but took a hot minute there. I wonder what Susan is gonna be like, this lady that's like trapped by that rock slide up at her farm. I feel like she's cool. I feel like she's gonna be pretty lit. It's just a hunch, but I feel like if you keep a character that's like locked away like that, eventually they've got to show up and they've got to be pretty cool. Okay. Should I get out to grab something to eat? I'm running low on food and I'm getting hungry. Or I was like, yes, you should go out. That makes sense though, Lapis. Thank you for stopping in. I wish you well on your food getting endeavors. You should definitely go nab something. Achieved a lot in one day. Not much monetarily, I guess, but I think we need what? We need 6K, I think, for the coop. Rain all day tomorrow. So it would probably be a good idea if we wanted to plant something. We wanted to plant a bunch. Salmon berry season. Oof. Okay, we gotta go foraging today. I know you're just getting started as a gardener, so I wanted to give you a little tip. Most crops only grow in one season. When summer arrives, your spring crops will all die out, so plan ahead. Thanks, Granny Evelyn. You are right. Top of the morning. Good morning, Laura. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Just playing some Stardew. We got beat by the kids in the egg festival, as you do. They're just too fast. I feel a little less bad losing to children in the egg festival than the livestock dealer. I don't know why that is, but felt it deep in my bones when we lost to the livestock dealer in Harvest Moon SNES. I was like, this feels bad. Now it's salmon berry season, so we're about to go on like a huge foraging venture. But first we need to plant some more crops. Let's see, we need to get more parsnips. Oh yeah, it's 9. We need more parsnips. We need... Maybe we can do some more cauliflower? That would probably be not bad. I haven't looked up, I don't remember the gold efficiency chart for all the veg. So I don't actually know what's like good. Let's do a circle around here, see if there's any berry bushes. It's so funny, when I go berry picking, I have to be like singing because we've got bears nearby, so the last thing you want to do if you live around bears is surprise a bear, because that doesn't normally end up so well for the human in that encounter. So I end up just being like really obnoxiously loud. I'm like banging on the like bowl that I bring out, or I'm singing, or I'm like clapping, doing something. Let folks know that I'm around. How many parsnips did we pull up? 6? I think we pulled up 6 today. Cauliflower, it's what? Cauliflower... We are cutting it very close. Let's do it, I guess. Do we fill up 2 sections? Or just 1? I think it was just 1. We had 3 more slots, okay. I think we're cutting these cauliflowers like insanely close. It's gonna be like the last day of this season when they ripen. So that's fine. All right, let's put parsnips in here. Let's do the potatoes over here. And then, no, let's see. Let's do... Let's do 3 here, 1 here, and we can do 2. 2 down here. I think these are still within the Scarecrow's range. I might want to pick him up and put him like a little bit farther down. I guess we'll find out if we get got, but I think this should be okay. I think. Oh, did I not? I guess I must have poured water instead of filling it. Excited for the strawberries. Just like I'm excited for strawberries in real life. I was able to eat a couple of my strawberries recently that were ripe, which is shocking. Turns out that the animals don't notice the yellow alpine strawberries as much as the red ones, so. I want to explore the sewers. I don't know, Vincent. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's the way. I mean, he probably has it because you shouldn't be in there. I like Jazz's, like, thinking. Her logic. There's something moving around in there. Yeah, well. Let's go see. Spooky. Alright. Time to berry forage. Let's see. Ooh, we got a big spring onion harvest as well. See, it's 1:40 p.m. Do we think it's safe for me to go into that area that we got lost in before? Can I find my way back out? Is the real question. Okay, raid then sleep. That sounds like a great plan. I feel like that's the way raid should be. Also, what hats do you have? Just that one? We're good, sir. Grab this. Any more bushes down here? I don't think so. Do not think so. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Okay, so it was this way. Okay, I just need to like walk a little bit farther. I got bamboozled last time. Doesn't help that it like doesn't show us where we are on the map, so it's easy to get turned around in here, I think. Oh my goodness. Saphira, welcome in, welcome in. Let me give you a raid shout out. How are you guys? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. You were just playing League of Legends. How was it? Welcome in, raiders. My name is Rizaldia. I go by Raz for short. I do a lot of farming sims here, and we play Mahjong on Thursdays. But welcome in. Welcome in. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. We ended on a win. Perfect. That's the perfect way to end a League of Legends session, right? You want to end on a high note. But Lenori, thank you so much for the follow, and Safara, thank you so much for the follow and for the raid. Welcome in. League was fun, lots of losses, ended on a win, so that's all that matters. That's all you say. You just say we won. Good. Perfect. Everyone played a part. Cassandra only knows only part that matters. Exactly, exactly. It's just ending on that high note, having a good time. But welcome in, welcome in. And Zero Dragons, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. Welcome, friends. We're doing things a little bit more low key than League here. We'll put it that way. I don't think there's nearly as much chaos or action going on in Stardew Valley. Hopefully, you know. Let's see. And Calcitra, thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome to the cottage. Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, we're just starting our morning very casually, playing some Stardew. We're playing the expanded mod, so this is my first time playing the expanded mod, so we're just exploring, seeing what there is to see. Starting casual is always good, right? Start slow, right? Take it easy, have your cup of coffee, enjoy things. Super fun. What's the expanded mod? So it basically takes Stardew Valley and expands the map. The map becomes very large. They add a whole bunch of extra characters and farms and stuff. So it kind of just, if you've played Stardew for a really long time, it adds a lot more depth to it. There's a whole bunch of extra cutscenes. So just kind of a whole bunch of extra content that is not in the original game, only available through the mod. My favorite part of Stardew is the dating sim. Well, they add some new people to date, and some of them are very cute. So it's definitely worth a look. I played it to death on Switch like 3 years ago. Definitely, if you've played a ton of Stardew, if you enjoyed Stardew, if you liked the dating sim aspects, if you liked all the cutscenes and stuff, I highly recommend checking it out because it kind of unlocks a bunch of characters that were not originally available for you to date and then marry, and introduces some brand new ones for you. So it's definitely worth having a look see, seeing if you like it. Adds a bit more depth, I would say, and there's a lot to explore. So you end up kind of getting to see new things and not feeling like it's super stale. And Tunana, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. Welcome in, welcome in. My favorite bit so far about the expanded mod is it adds a bunch of like growing spaces, not just like new farms, but existing characters have little gardens and stuff, which I think is extremely cute. I'm all about that. We've been on a mission to play every Harvest Moon game ever made, and part of that was we ended up playing the SNES game, and we married Nina, and Nina is a bit feral, and so from there, chat had asked that we continue the tradition of trying to marry the most feral spouse that we could. So we picked Emily this go round. We made a poll. She won the poll. She is fairly feral. But yeah, this is Sophia. If we weren't marrying the most feral, I would probably marry Sophia because she's very cute. And she runs a vineyard by herself, so she's, you know, getting that bread. Ada, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. Little Gardens, did you just pass one of those? Yes. So this is Sophia. She runs her vineyard here. It's a cute puppet. Aw, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yes, my art mama did an amazing job. My art mama Cinna. So yeah, this is a vineyard, so this is like a brand new area that was added in the mod, and then there's also another farm that's that we just passed on the left. This dude Andy runs it. We feel a little bad for Andy because it kind of seems like he was waiting for our grandfather's farm plot to go up for sale, because as you can see, he has like a pretty small plot of land to farm here. And we just snatched it. We just came out of nowhere. We were like working in the city, and then we just snatched up the land and started I don't know, bumbling around. We're not doing that great. Our farm is not looking super productive, so he's probably like, man, I wish I had that spot. And then this is Marnie's farm, I think. She grows some cauliflower there. She also has a couple of, what are these, beans, I think? Right outside. But yeah, so it's a enjoyable addition to the game, I would say. Nice to get something a little fresh going. I've never played the expanded mod before, so I'm going in like fairly blind to a lot of the stuff, so we're doing our best, seeing what there is to see. I also am running some other mods. The most notable is a portrait mod. It makes everyone look very attractive. It's a very nice portrait mod. The only one whose portrait is not working right now is Marlin, the dude who runs like the Adventurers Guild. So that's been, I gotta do some troubleshooting there. All right, let's give Emily her gift for the day. I wondered if that was modded. Yes, the main mods that we're running are Stardew Valley Expanded. We're running a portrait mod to change everyone's portraits to kind of like a higher res, not like pixelated portrait. We're running a mod called Chonkins, which makes all of our livestock look very round. We don't have any livestock currently, but Marnie does. And we're also running kind of an additional side add-on to Stardew Valley Expanded, which is Grandpa's farm, which kind of just makes the farm a whole lot bigger. There's some extra buildings and stuff there. But yeah, so it's kind of a nice mix we got going on right now. I'm not sure if we're gonna add any more in. Probably not. The only one I might have to play around with is we might need an additional mod to fix Marlin's portrait, but who knows? I'll have to see. I just have to go like check the files and see if his was like included in the original set or not. But yeah, so we just finished. We're about halfway through spring right now, little over halfway. We got bodied in the egg festival by the children. What else is going on? Not too much, just honestly trying to clear up our farm, trying to grow some crops, get enough money to get a coop, get our animal situation going. Currently, I don't think we're not gonna like work on traditional crops as much. I think our plan is to have a bunch of livestock and then pivot into livestock and fruit trees, like have a huge orchard eventually. So that's the ultimate goal for now. We're just growing what meager things that we possibly can. See what we can get done. We're currently on a mission to see if we can get enough gold parsnips to turn over to the community center unlock. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't remember if Pierre's is open today, but we need 10 more parsnips. Because we only have 3, we need 5, so we could get it on the next batch, but hard to say. Our beans are still not done. Straws, still not done. Let's see what we have as far as wood and stone. I think we need like 400 wood and 300 stone we want to buy a coop, and we're gonna get a silo as well, because not really worth getting chickens unless you can feed them. I would say getting animals without being able to feed them is a little ill-advised, shall we say. I think one of the coolest things about the expanded mod is there's a couple of new characters who show up who work at JojaMart. So they kind of just roll up every day and walk to work. Kind of gives it a more lively feel, I guess, around. Oh, we missed Olivia's birthday and Haley's. Let's see, Pam's is the next one upcoming. I'm looking for a farm fresh green bean. Me too, Jody, honestly. We also wish we had green beans. I'm a big fan of Dusty's portrait. I think he looks very dapper. I appreciate that they included him in the portrait mod. That they were like, we gotta draw Dusty in high res. He deserves it. Might be a good fishing day, honestly. I should probably go get my rod. And then we can come back, get some fishing done on the ocean. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we could unlock right now in the community center. I feel like the answer is no. I do not think so. Let's see, let's put our... We definitely don't need our sword right now. Put that away. We probably don't need our pickaxe or a watering can. We are good. My cat Pickles is like thinking about walking over here. She likes sitting in front of the monitor. I don't know if that's just like because she likes the attention or if she actually likes sitting in the spot. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Pierre has a weird church in his home. I don't remember if he had that in the original Stardew, but he has it here. So I love what they did with the community center. Yeah, the community center is great. I don't ever want to go the JoJo route, but in the expanded mod, Morris is like less of a cartoon villain and way more of a real person. So it kind of makes me sad that I'm kind of gonna ruin his life. Don't they destroy it? If you pick the JoJo route, they turn it into a movie theater, I think. I think that's the jam. But yeah, it's not a community center. It gets got. See, like things like this, like Morris is such a villain here. Like a literal cartoon villain level of like, sir, are you good? I don't know if everyone's gonna realize that Joja is the superior place, but we'll buy from you, Pierre. We're not gonna buy from Joja. There we go. Our 10 parsnips. We're good. I guess we'll just go fish. We'll do our fishing, and then we'll go home and plant these. Oops. Alright. Missed the first time, got clay. Hit it, got 2 clay. Alright. That is all the good stuff. I was saying earlier, I feel like Stardew has like a pretty solid fishing minigame. Just engaging enough to not feel boring when you do it, but not so punishing that you feel like it's an absolute waste of time. Okay, I'm slightly tired. That is fair, Smith Daddy. Definitely head off, get some rest if you need to. I spent so long fishing. feel like I keep missing because I'm looking over. It's a good game. I don't know. The fishing it is like engaging enough that I feel like you can sink a ton of time into it and like feel positive about yourself doing it. I'm not gonna say I'm like super prolific. Did I win our bet? You did. I did not expect a raid of this size. That is definitely true. That is certainly true. I've spent the most time fishing in Zelda. Interesting. Just because the fishing minigame was fun? Or were you just hard tunneling on the fishing? Animal Crossing is a solid fishing game as well. I spent many, many, many hours fishing in Animal Crossing GameCube. A very long time. I think whenever there's a fishing minigame, I spend forever on it. Final 14, Stardew, Animal Crossing. That's how it goes. Wolfman, thank you so much for stopping in. Rest well. There's just something engaging about fishing. I don't know what it is, because I don't know if people would enjoy fishing in real life that much, but somehow video game fishing, it just gets it down. It's just, we get sucked in, and we're like, we have to fish. Zelda has the closest to IRL fishing out of any fishing minigame. Interesting. I've never played any of the Zelda games, so I have no frame of reference for what their fishing minigame looks like at any given time. What do we got? How much space we got? We have plenty of space, I think. Or at least a decent amount. I can't get over how, like, Sebastian's hair. It's, like, so... I don't know. He's like a caricature, which is... I mean, I guess all of them are kind of a caricature. That's the nature of games like this. Yeah, missed that one. That's debatable. Genshin can rival Breath of the Wild with Fishing Sim. Are you gonna stream more than 3.5 hours? Probably not. I'm probably gonna end around 10 a.m. my time. It's 8:35 right now. That's probably when I'll close up shop. Because I have to be slightly productive today. Wait, we are the same time zone. Are we? That's great. I figured you were at least vaguely similar time zone to me, considering you said that you'd come to the Mahjong streams. I feel like Mahjong streams are kind of hard to make if you're not in a close to Eastern time. Can I redeem my raid thing now? Because I haven't slept yet and I would like to. Yes, feel free to drop your raid suggestion in there and I will check them out. And if they are streaming, we'll pop over there. Let's see, it's 4:10 right now. Even if they're not on, if you drop them, if you let me know who it is, I can check them out another time too. And we can always raid them another time as well. The eel. Okay, we have, let's drop this in the trash. We've got like 5 slots left. You'll have someone else another time, they're just the only one on. Oh, fair, fair. I feel like this dull seaweed has to be new. I don't remember that in the original game, but it's possible that I just forgot about it. It's shocking with the portrait mod, Willy looks like very dapper. He definitely looks like way more crusty in the original game. I guess that's a lot of them, but that's how it goes. A portrait mod makes everyone look good. It's just how it is. Everyone looks very, very nice in high res. Good morning, Iris. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? Hope your morning has been going well. We're just vibing out with more Stardew, chilling. We're cutting it close with some of our crops. I think I'm gonna have to harvest all of our cauliflower on the last day, which is not normally the space I like to be in, but it's where we're at right now. I've had a rough morning and need your good vibes. No, I'm sorry you've had a rough morning. That's the worst. At least it's Friday, right? So you have the weekend. You can chill soon. I'm sorry it's been tough though. I feel like having a rough morning is the worst because you like haven't even gotten a chance to like be a sentient human yet, and the day has already been difficult. But yeah, we're all here for the cozy vibes, here to chill, here to vibe out, see how we're doing, how our farm's progressing. We got bopped by the children in the egg festival, which I didn't not anticipate. I figured that that was entirely possible. It still kind of caught us by surprise, I suppose. But, you know, they are kids. It is an egg festival. I get it. I'm also realizing we're in the same time zone. Look at that. I know. I feel like it's been a revelation having the clock up for some folks recently. They've been like, "Wait a minute, that's what time it is for me too." I'm like, sick. More East Coast people, more EST folks. I feel like, I don't know, I stream at kind of a weird time for EST, I guess, because I stream like kind of early. I feel like a lot more people start streaming a little bit later then. I'm sorry you couldn't visit her today, Emily. Please take this gift. What are we at with Emily? 2 heart? I don't think we've witnessed her 1 heart or her true heart event, so I'm gonna have to like look up what we have to do for those. Clint, man. Marry us, please. We wanted to marry you, Clint, but they wouldn't let us. Still sad. Still sad about it. Alright, we got like 10 parsnips we gotta plant. In our fertilized field space. It's funny, in Harvest Moon SNES, if you plant vegetables, like crops, when it's raining, you still have to water them. It doesn't take the rain into account. It's just the watering happens at the beginning of the day. Also, is there a way to split stacks? Yes. Okay. I was like, there has to be a way. I want to keep one of these eels because they're kind of a pain. But the rest we can sell. The rest can go. There we go. Let's see, how's our... We still have some energy left. We can do... I think tomorrow's gonna be sunny, so let's put this away. So let's organize things a bit. Let's get these things out. There we go. You mean the best time zone? It's a pretty good time zone. I don't think any time zone is the best. You know, you just live in it. You're just there. I guess there's some time zones that are maybe a little bit more inconvenient depending on what you're doing, you know? If you're interfacing with stuff all the time that's taking place in the evening. Like for me, I guess I would say I don't find my time zone to be that nice sometimes because I'm a big fan of sumo. And I like watching the sumo tournaments, and they always, by the time it gets to the upper divisions of sumo, it is very late Eastern time. So I usually end up having to watch VODs, which is kind of tough. Luminous Bella, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome to the cottage. Just playing some Stardew Valley Expanded for the first time. I feel that. So, like, yeah, I guess your time zone, how well you think of your time zone probably depends a lot on what you're doing, what you're up to. But yeah, for me, sometimes I wish that Eastern to Japanese time was a little bit less arduous. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Would you rather go by Luminous or Bella? I'm not sure what your preference is between those two. You'll have to let me know. Obviously that extends to anyone. If I've been calling you by some nickname, because I usually just read some part of your name. But if you ever want me to call you by something else, you just let me know. Okay, we have all these machines that I feel like we can't make. I guess I have to... Oh, you know what we can? We can make a forge thing. Bella means beauty. I think so. Lumi is okay? Perfect. Welcome in, Lumi. Hope your day, morning, is going well. It's morning for me, so I always say, you know, good morning, and then people are like, it's not morning. Or like I say, I wish people like a happy, you know, Friday or whatever, and they're like, it's like technically Saturday for me. I'm like, all right, well, grain of salt, grain of salt. All right, we need, I guess I need to, I should probably make the furnace. We're gonna need that. That's 20 and 25. I think we have 20. 20, 25. Let's make ourselves a furnace. We're moving up in the world. I'm gonna set it back like just a bit for now. But let's grab some of this out. Get some of these cooked. I guess I'll just leave these in my pockets. My afternoon has been okay. Nice. I'm glad to hear it. Glad that your Friday is going well. Hopefully you're excited for the weekend. Or have something good planned. I have to catch up on a lot of gardening tasks that I have thus far been putting off because it's been warm. But now I think it's getting even warmer. And I'm gonna have to do them anyway. So I guess joke is on me. Joke is on me for that one. Alright, let's refill this quick. And take that out, put another one in. Like, I have a lot of weeding to do that I just didn't do, and now the weeds are, like, large. So, who's the real winner and who's the real loser there? I have a few things planned. Nice, nice. I'm glad. Hopefully fun things, but, you know, sometimes weekends are the time to get things, errands done. Let's do some more farm cleanup while we have to kind of stick around to wait for these things to finish up. I don't know if these fences are just like permanent or if they're gonna degrade. I think they're permanent. So it's kind of nice. Nice to not have to deal with so much. We can at least put, I feel like we're gonna put some animals in some of these like kind of pre-made pen sections because it's just easier than having to fool with real fences. Because I think all we pretty much have to deal with is like gates, which is fine. Replacing a gate once in a while, not a big deal. Fun indeed. Going to a theme park with a few friends on Sunday. Saturday is mostly my speedrun day. Oh, nice. What do you speedrun? What's your main speedrunning game? Theme park sounds fun though. Are you like a big fan of roller coasters? I am like a medium fan of roller coasters. I think as I got older and I like thought about my mortality more, roller coasters became a little bit less fun. I had like a very vivid nightmare once about watching people fall off a roller coaster, and it's for some reason stuck with me for a very long time. Not that that would ever happen. I don't know. I think we've got too many safety precautions in place, really. But it's there in my morbid little brain. Let's see. I think today's Wednesday, which I think... Is it today that Pierre's is closed? I gotta check. I've gotta go have a look. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. Nice. I'm good at the original game that came out in 2005, but I'm a lot worse at the new version. That's fair. I mean, it takes a long time, I feel like, to learn speed runs anyway. It takes many hours. So that's impressive. That's really cool. Okay. Mary Lewis, are you okay, dude? Are you good? Okay, it is Wednesday that it's closed. I feel like... Was it Jody? I always felt like Jody was kind of... I was like, I wish you weren't married, bro. I wish I could marry you. What do you think my new song should be about? Trains. You're welcome, Sam. Glad to be of service, sir. Let's do another foraging run. I feel like the salmon berries are finished, but we'll see if there's anything left out there. I keep forgetting to check the cellar that comes on Sundays. No problem, Smith Daddy. You don't have to worry. You are always welcome to lurk. You don't have to be active in chat. Finally found someone to take the bet. I don't know if it's getting, it's 9 a.m. It is, or close to it. I'm drunk, I need sleep. That is fair. I will leave lurk on. I don't think I can see the name of the person if you dropped it in chat. It might be getting censored out for some reason by like Nightbot. Berry season is best season. So you can whisper it to me on Twitch if you want to, if that's easier. Or spell it out maybe without the at or something, or with the at. Something like that. But yeah, berry season both in this game and in real life is extremely quality. Extremely quality. I was saying earlier that because I live in an area with bears, I have to be kind of conscientious when berry picking. Can you type in chat? Yes. Yes. There you go. You gotta be a bit conscientious about bears when berry picking, because the worst thing you want to do is surprise a bear. So, take some being loud in the woods to be like, hello, bear, I'm here. Please do not run up on me. Please do not come for me. I'm just here to pick berries. I think we can peacefully coexist. Probably. Man, no surprise birthdays. None. Thank you for letting me sleep. Of course, Smith Daddy. Get some rest, get some rest. Thank you for driving the raid here. We appreciate it. Birthdays. Yeah, no surprise birthdays. None. Not allowed. Expressly disallowed, in fact. If she's not still on, then you win the bet until next time. Alright, alright. That's fair. Need to pick me up some food today. Question is, do I look for forage in the forest or buy something at Joja? Nutrition-wise, Andy, you should probably buy something at the grocery store, but you can forage if you wish, sir. Yeah, new character. Yes, so this is Andy, our boy. He doesn't want to talk to us again, but he's one of the new characters. He owns Fairhaven Farm, I think it's called. Yes, right here. This is his farm. So he lives this is his farm right here. So he lives like due south of us and Marnie. He's pretty chill. He's kind of sad in like a Shane way. I think he's like not doing so hot mental health wise, truthfully. Which is not surprising because farming is not very lucrative. So he's having a bit of a struggle of it. Our prevailing theory is that he was probably waiting for our farm to go up for sale. To like see if he could buy it, and we just kind of swooped in, took it. I'm hungry. Maybe I'll get a snack soon. That sounds great, Sophia. This is also Sophia. She's also a new character. She owns this vineyard, Blue Moon Vineyard. So she grows grapes and makes wine. She's pretty rad. She's very cute. But she's also very shy. She's got some cool hair. She does. She has the coolest hair, I think, of anyone. Anyone in Stardew Valley, I think Sophia has them beat hair-wise. She's definitely got good vibes. She's like very shy, and she has kind of a, at least so far in my perception of her, she's got kind of a Celia vibe from like Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. Like she seems pretty down to earth, just doing her thing. I'm partial to green hair, so I can't agree. Hey, that's fair. Then you probably like, what is the green haired woman's name? It's one of the moms. One of several moms. Okay, I think we can sell like all of these. Caroline, I think, yes. Caroline has some pretty cool hair. I will give her that. Let's see. Did we give Emily? Yeah, we gave Emily both of her gifts. Let me do a quick search. I need to figure out what Emily, what her heart events are. Let me look in the expanded version. Just to make sure there's no... Okay, the only change to her is the 5 heart event. Okay, this is the normal? No. Emily. See, this is... I feel like half the time I play Stardew, I am having a second tab open to just figure out stuff. Okay. We just have to go into her house anytime. Whoa, a gift log. This is sick. Does this always exist? Have I just not used this? But yeah, I feel like half of my time spent in Stardew is spent just like staring at a wiki page. Isn't that so handy? Like it's like a full gift log. And it shows like the gifts that they liked. So if they hated something, it just won't be on here. I want the map that tells me where characters are. That would be so handy. I was shocked that Story of Seasons Pioneers has that. If you open the map, you can just see where everyone is at any given time. And I was like, bro, this is revolutionary. Like, that has never been my experience in farming sims. I feel like half my time spent in farming sims is me just wandering around looking for someone. Harvest Moon SNES was is extremely punishing because if someone moved from like where they had been, like if they were changing locations, they just teleported. They didn't travel. So if you were like a second late to go talk to someone, they would just teleport away. As long as they were on your screen and you could see them, they wouldn't do that, but like, brutal. Heard rumors of rare and powerful magic rings forged long ago by forgotten civilizations. I'm not sure if it's true or just a fairy tale. That sounds a little spooky, Emily. I know it's a mod in Stardew, but it's awesome that's a base game for Story of Seasons Pioneers. It is, yeah, it's so nice that you don't have to do anything else. It's just the game auto gives you that. It is very kind of them. Bro, I'm just saying hi to you. I don't know. You don't need to say yes. You could just be like, hello, good day. How are you? Do a quick foraging circle. Thought about putting Elliot on our list of feral people, but then I was like, he's not really that feral. He just lives on the beach, which is like medium feral level. Abigail, what are you doing just hanging out in the graveyard? She doesn't want to tell us. She doesn't want to share what the situation is. Let's see. Oop, berries. Gotta snag them before they're gone. Just goth girl things? Exactly. Just goth girl stuff. She's just don't question it, don't ask. That's fine. When I lived in the city, we used to live near a really old graveyard. And there'd always be kids like hanging out in there because it was like kind of a green space. It was a little rundown though. And it was always a little disconcerting to be like coming like back from the bar or something, or like walking by there at night and then you see like 10 people in there and you're like, hello? You guys good? Is everything okay? Because there was no lights over there either. It was always very dark. I don't know how they got around without tripping over all the headstones, honestly. Like, many of them are not, they're not well marked. And they're very degraded. Because it was like a 18th century, 17th century graveyard. Like, very old graves there. But it was the place to be, I guess, if you were a kid, a teen in the area. Our cat. Miss Pick. Okay, finally we have green beans. I think we have straws too, which is nice. Let's just get out of here. Get that rock is done. I don't know what day we planted these cauliflowers, but they still looking small. Looking very small. It is not super encouraging. Truthfully. I think we just sell all these. We'll keep our rock. Let me, once I get these, I should probably get a fishing rod. Claire. She works at Joja. Part-time. So I don't know how they get in here. They make it seem like they come in on the bus, but like, isn't the bus broken? Isn't that the whole thing? It's very suspicious. Like, how are you guys getting here? Where are you from? Oof, we're like one short. Okay. I think that's fine. So can we craft anything useful right now? Not really. Nothing that we like need. Pam's birthday today. What do we want to buy? I guess it's the 18th. We only have like 10 days left. Maybe kale. How many did we plant? I think it's 5, 6. We'll get 6. I think we got space for it either way, but I think 6 is good. Say hello to Dusty, as you do. Go back to fishing. Why not? They did a good job with making the ocean sounds like very relaxing in Stardew, I will say. Like, they're not overpoweringly loud, but they're just enough that you're like, yes, this This does in fact sound like the ocean. Actually, you know, I need to go check what the spring crops are. It's gonna be big sad if I've sold some things that I, like, need for that. Which I might have done. Let me go do that quick. Before, because otherwise it's gonna be on my mind and be bothering me. I'm gonna have to plan some stuff out. It's so funny. So in the expanded mod, two of the new people are Olivia and Victor, and they live in this mansion here. And Olivia's like, she's like a day trader from her house. And you can marry either one of them. You can marry the mom or the son, which is like really funny to me. Apple Bestie, hi, I'm new to your channel. I love your new name. Aw, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. It is an old handle of mine. I made it because it was meant to be in a fantasy setting game. So it seemed appropriate at the time. But welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. Okay, I'm gonna need to buy a potato for sure. It's gonna be sad if the green beans are... I think they should produce in the next 10 days. I think they should produce at least once. Goddess Lover, thank you so much for redeeming the hydrate. I will do that. Thank you, thank you. Also, chat, if you have water, you should hydrate too. Always a good idea. Okay, we need some potatoes. We'll just get one because we don't need a billion, but... Apple Bestie, thank you so much for the posture check. I'm actually sitting up shockingly straight, but we'll see how long that lasts. And Sophie, welcome in, good morning, how are you? How's your day been so far? Hope it's going well. We're just vibing, setting up our farm, doing as you do, you know? Goddess Lover, hello, welcome in, how are you? Hope your day is going well. Oh good, it was 6. And then let's do... And before I just chop one of these cauliflowers, that would be pretty tragic. Everybody hydrate, exactly. Everyone, if you've got water near you, have a sip. I had brekkie, and now I wanted to see how one of my doll friends is doing. Yes, I'm doing well, I'm doing well. We're just chilling out, honestly. I feel like you can never have a bad time in Stardew. Maybe someone has had a bad time, but I always feel pretty chilled out. I'm about to go to work. That's fair. It's the time for it, right? I feel like a lot of folks have... Yeah, see? I think you can only get the last thing out of here. That's fine, though. We will get more. We will get more green beans. Luckily, I am on vacation right now. I'm on PTO. Otherwise, I would also have to be at work. Is brekkie another way of saying breakfast? Yes. It's breakfast shortened down quite a bit. I don't know if it's a real technical term, but I understood the meaning. I got it. I don't normally eat breakfast. I don't know about you guys. I'm not really a breakfast person. I'm probably more of a brunch person, if anything. But usually I just don't eat any breakfast. I just have like a big pot of tea. And then I normally get lunch. A big lunch going. That sounds great, Victor. Keep doing you, man. Live your best life. I do love like breakfast foods. I just feel like I can't eat that much in the morning. I don't really have much of an appetite, or like things make me feel kind of sick. But I love like pancakes and waffles and eggs Benedict and stuff. It's funny, when we were playing lemon cake, it was making me so hungry. Because we had eggs Benedict on the menu so often, and I kept being like, man, I wish I had eggs Benedict. I wish I had some eggs Benedict to eat right now. It sounds delicious. I don't know, I feel like you just can't go wrong with like poached eggs on some kind of bread with hollandaise. I feel like it's just a great combo. I have to work an 8-hour shift tomorrow. I should probably focus on this fish before I lose it. Come home, fish, please. Work tomorrow with a 30-minute lunch and a 15-minute break. That's a lot. It's a lot of working. I used to do shifts like that, though, when I used to work in retail. I worked the opening shift most of the time, but I guess at one point I worked only the closing shift, which was pretty brutal. I did not enjoy that. And we had a similar like 30-minute lunch and then a 15-minute additional break situation. Which, I don't know, I feel like 30 minutes is not enough time to eat. I feel like you feel like rushed. I guess maybe less so if you're bringing food and you have like time to eat it, but if you ever have to get food from elsewhere, it starts getting a little hairy. Because then, like, what if there's a line? You know, it's like every minute that ticks by is a minute of your break gone, which is very stressful. That said, I guess I make it a big point to take my full hour for lunch. But I do eat at my desk most of the time, and I will answer, like, inquiries. And I've had a lot of, I don't know, over the years, I guess I've had a lot of coworkers, and I've done this too, like, just work through lunch, which I think is really unhealthy. I really don't think that's a positive. So even if you have a desk job, I don't think it's a good idea to, I don't know, work through lunch. It's very tempting to do, but I don't think it's healthy. But yeah, I think 30 minutes is way too short. I remember in school we had like 20 minutes for lunch, and that to me was ridiculous. Like, I don't know why that was sane. But I clearly remember high school was like 20-minute lunches, and I ate pretty fast, and I always brought lunch, so it wasn't like the worst to me, but if you had to wait in the lunch line, like, man, what if the line is long? And then you have to, you know, eat in like 5 minutes? School lunches were a nightmare. Honestly, the only and one reason that I brought food was because I had so much anxiety about the lines that I just couldn't do it. Like, I could not handle having to go every day and wait in a line to get lunch because my anxiety just would not do that. So it was a bring lunches only situation. Dusty Wolfie and the One Druin, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Also, Mighty T, hello, good morning. How is your morning going? How has your Friday been thus far? I mean, I guess it's just started. But hope it is well. We're just playing some Stardew, just vibing out. You know, as you do, relax, have a cup of coffee, play some Stardew. Woo some people, talk to some people, pick some berries. I'm loving the cozy Friday morning feel. I'm glad. I haven't decided like what days we're gonna do these yet. I just did Wednesday, Friday because it gave me more time to check the mods. Like make sure they were all working correctly. And by check the mods, I mean ask Errol to do the modding, and then I checked them afterwards and made sure that they were okay. But yeah, I haven't decided. I feel like it's probably gonna be, it might be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, but I might just do 2 of those days. So we'll see, we'll see. I guess it depends on what we feel. On Mondays, I always have an early morning call. It's an internal call at work, it's not like with a client, but it does mean that I kind of have to like be around for that. So Mondays might not be the best day. So it might just end up being a Wednesday, Friday kind of mood. All right, planted all the seeds, everything's watered. Good. All right, I have to see. We have 6K right now. I don't remember if the coop is 6K or the coop is less, and it was coop and silo together are 6K. So I'll have to get our supplies and go see what's up. Grab this. I have a request for you. I need fresh cauliflower for a recipe I want to make. Could you bring me one? I got you, Jody. I love how they give you this without enough time to grow a cauliflower. Cauliflowers take 12 days. There's only 28 days in a season. It's the 19th. Like, Jody, you have to be more proactive, girl. Alright, let's see. Let's get all these things watered. I got spoiled in Harvest Moon SNES with the, like, improved watering tool where you just spin it. It's like an umbrella almost. You just spin it and it just spits water in a grid around you. So handy. Before that point, watering was exceedingly painful, but after that point, not so bad. Though I'm happy we don't have to like go back, I guess. Raising animals, yeah, build a coop. Okay, let's grab these because we're gonna drop these off at the community center, and then let's grab it might take copper bars. I don't remember what the silo situation is. We will drop off the normal parsnips. I'm back. Welcome back, Lapis. How was your food? Did you get something good to eat? But welcome back in. We're vibing. We're hanging out. Playing Stardew. I don't remember, did you see we lost in the Egg Festival pretty bad. That's the only like notable event that's happened, I guess. Otherwise, we've just been slowly grinding our way. We now finally have enough 5-star parsnips to put in the quality crops bundle, which is nice. Love that. Oh, I guess we need 1 parsnip for this, but we'll get more. I've been bad about doing the crops bundles. I'm back as well. Welcome back, Apple Bestie. Welcome in. Oh yeah, did I just like forget that this existed? Okay, I have to come in and fill some of those things in. I got a salad with eggs and surimi and stuff. I just came back with it. I had to do the groceries. Ooh, that sounds tasty. Have fun. Thank you, Goddess. Have a good time at work. I'm bad at fishing in Stardew. Some of the fish are pretty challenging, I would say. It's not the most punishing fishing game, so I appreciate it for that, but it's definitely not one that you can like zone out. I think Story of Seasons Pioneers is a lot more boring as far as a fishing minigame goes, but it's like more reliable that you just catch the fish. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for. Okay, so we have enough for this. How much is the silo? Okay, well let's build the coop anyway. We can only build one at a time. So, coop. Let's see. Where do we... I think we're gonna put... I feel like we put the animals in here, honestly. So... did we put it like right here for now? I feel like yes. I feel like that's solid. We're making use... I don't know if it's like hard cheating, but we're making use of the existing permanent fencing on Grandpa's farm. We're gonna liberally use that instead of having to make our own fences. Alright, I think berry season is done. We did do a good bit of foraging, so that's solid. We can probably... I think we have 6 parsnip spots. We can probably just go add some more there. Grab those. We will have to make another mine trip, though, so I gotta think about that. It'd be nice if it was raining. I feel like raining is the best time to go party in the mines, but we'll take what's available to us. There's some like truck outside, and I have no idea what they're doing. Sounds like they're having a struggle, though. But I don't really feel like opening my blinds to witness what is going on. Alright. Got that. Put these things away. We will sell this slightly higher quality daffodil. And I guess let's grab some of our fish and grab our fishing rod, do some fishing today. I saved a couple of these because I figured we might want them for the community center. Like the eel is kind of a pain to catch, so I was like, let's just keep this. Let's not squander our good fortune and kind of accidentally getting these. Haley is ignoring you? Girl, alright. Jeez. I'm hoping that she's ignoring us because like she has her AirPods in and we didn't notice, but I don't know, maybe she's having a moment. Alright, what do we got here? What do we got? I think night fishing. Nice. Eel. Bream. I think we'll do some river fishing today. First, I guess we should go... I think Emily should be home, so let's go see her 2-star event. 2-heart event, I should say. I don't think she has left for the saloon as of yet. Look at Sam doing his skate tricks. Alright, we're just busting into her home. We're just witnessing her sleeping? Isn't that weird? Is that strange? Okay, we're witnessing her dream. That's even weirder, but that's fine. See, this is the level of feral we're looking for in a spouse. She'd like astral project us into her dream realm? Why are you here? I don't know, girl. Why are we here? You tell me. Reminded me of something. Even the tiniest, blandest, simplest light holds a wonderful secret. Now I know why you're here. It's a sign. Okay. We just got teleported out. There's something special about Raz. Our destinies will intersect. Red string of fate? Maybe? Hello? Ah, spring, the season of pastels. I prefer jewel tones myself. Live your best life, Emily. That was weird. That was one of the weirder ones. For sure. Definitely one of the, stranger heart events. The others are all pretty normal in comparison. Just like, you know, interpersonal issues. A little bit of drama. Not, astral projection. And, talk about destiny. But that was pretty feral, so she's following in Nina's footsteps pretty well. I kind of wish that the vote had gone to Magnus, the wizard. I think he's probably the most actually feral, but Emily's cute. We'll allow it. I was like, nice. I think we need a sunfish for the community center, but don't really want to give them like high star fish unless they're difficult to catch, in which case they can have them. It's fine. Pickles is like enthralled. So Pickles loves trucks. She's my cat. For some reason, trucks are like one of her favorite things. She's fine to like watch birds outside and hunt mice, but she really loves watching trucks. That's probably her favorite thing. Normal cars, does not care. Truck, extremely excited. So the fact that we're having work done on the road is kind of the best thing that's ever happened to her. I did consider romancing the wizard during my playthrough, which I still need to finish. I think I should just start over now, but ultimately decided not to. Yeah, like, I wasn't sure, but he's really attractive with the portrait mod, and I was like, he's feral, he looks good with the portrait mod. I think his room in your house is a bit like a cult, but He's a wizard. It's fine. Like, we understand that he's gonna have some weird stuff in his room, and he's gonna have some weird ideas. So, we do what we can, you know? Does Stardew have an accessibility feature to kind of make the fishing less hard? That's what I've always wondered. Because I feel like physically, on the hands, it can be pretty tough. Reminds me a little bit of like some of Apiko's movement things they're actually very hard on your hands if you have arthritis or anything like that. If clicking a lot is like difficult for you, then, or like clicking and holding can be pretty rough. I mean, I would personally go easily for a cottagecore witch aesthetic, so wizard doesn't sound that weird to me. He's very like, I remember his room when I looked it up. It's very like gothic occulty, and less. If it was cottagecore, I would have married that man in a heartbeat. I would have been like, yeah, get over here. Cottagecore witch sounds perfect. He's a little bit more like old school, you know, dude in some stone basement reading books bound in human skin vibe. Which, hey, maybe that's your thing, you know? Maybe you're into that. I also think Marnie looks so cute in this high res. I love her lace collar. I love her at this, with this high res mod. Portrait mod. I've always loved Marnie. I think she's a gem. We did... Okay, yeah, we gave Emily all her stuff. And we talked to her today. Aw, Sophia, you gem. You know what I kind of want? I kind of wish that Sophia would marry Olivia, and Olivia would, like, bankroll her vineyard. I think that'd be sick. That'd be a nice twist. Don't think I've seen Abigail, though. Where is she? Is she at the... I think she's normally in here, right? She's normally in the, like, rec room. Yeah. She's cute. I like her portrait. She's a little less, like, goth than I thought. She's a little bit more, like, punky. But she's cute. I like her hair. I like her, like, vest or, like, cut off situation. And, Sebastian is pretty emo. Damn, she's hot. Yeah, pretty much everyone's hot. Even, like, look at Willy. Dude, like, Willy is, like, one of the grittiest people here. And, like, he looks like I'd marry him. He looks good. He's a little, yeah, he's a little, like, patched up. But this man's, like, this face is not bad. There's, aside from the people who are supposed to be, like, very old, everyone kind of in our age range is like, they look good. We can't say much. They all look good. The high-res portrait people did a very good job. They didn't really do anyone dirty. I'm totally not into men, but yeah, he looks good. Yeah, like, even if men are not your type, you can be like, objectively, the face doesn't look bad, man. Alright, what do we got? We've got sunfish. We didn't get any of the other nightfish, crab pot. We didn't do any lake fishing today. Ocean fish are these friends. Specialty fish. Okay. I gotta remember on Sunday to go stop by the vendor in the woods. The traveling vendor. I'm gonna be sad that we can't marry Clint, like, forever, though. I love that man. So we'll take these out, because we can use them for building the fish pens. Drop off our daffodil. We need to grab our watering can. What's the weather supposed to be like tomorrow? Sunny. Oops, did not mean to push our cat. Alright, nice. We got the beehive. The bee house, as it is called. Nice. Can't complain there. Alright, let's see. We've got... Spirits are in good humor. What it said tomorrow is sunny? Yeah. Yes, it did. Okay, let's... I guess we will pluck all of these. We need to save one normal one to drop off. One of these we can give to Jody. The other we will put in the community center. It seems like the expanded mod did not really change anything about what's required in the community center, which is kind of interesting. I would have expected it to actually incorporate some of their own stuff, but I'm not really going to complain. I feel like a lot of the base level stuff is a little bit more, I don't want to say easier, but accessible maybe. Easy to remember. Maybe they just didn't want people to have to think about too much. I might do potatoes here. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 10 spots there. So let's drop off these two. Let's go. Quick check. Foraged items. Who was it? Yeah, was it Jody? And I don't know where Jody is this time of day. Probably in her house, right? Feel like yes. I know she like meets in the square pretty often, but I think she's inside at this time. Whoa. Alright, let's go, I guess, drop off the stuff we need at the community center first then. Oh yeah, this is one of the new characters too. Martin. Works at Joja. He also comes to the library. He's big library fiend. Which we can respect. Libraries are great. Though ours doesn't really have a lot going on in it because folks made off with all the stuff. Let's do spring crops. 1, 2. Just need the green bean and the potato, which are both growing right now. Have those in a few days. Part of me thinks it'd be fun if Stardew had like a hardcore mode where that you could opt into, where like terrible weather events would happen, like hail, and they would just like kill all your crops. Spice things up, make things a little wild. Yeah, here's our friend. Hi, Jody. I hear you want this. It's gonna be perfect for my yellow curry. I wish I could have some of your yellow curry. That sounds good. Sounds tasty. Okay. Maybe we go to the mines. We need like just a couple more ore, to be honest, not a ton. So let me actually need my sword. I don't have that on me. Let me pop back to our house. Can drop off the parsnips and then head over. See if we can get a couple more ore, copper ore. Because we just need one more copper bar to make the silo, which we will need for our coop before we can get some chickens. Drop these off. Oops, that is not where my tools are. Here. Drop off. There we go. And get some cola for energy. A few more leeks. Nice. I love leeks. They're so tasty. I feel like I don't eat them that often, but every time I do, I'm like, man, I forgot how good these were. Forgot how tasty these are. Alright, up to the mine. Okay, we need, let's go to 415. Okay, whew. Boy was ready to transform. Okay, that was a lucky hit. Is there any copper? Doesn't really look like it. Alright, let's go down. Excuse me, sir. Please do not run up on me. Okay, let's see. What do we got down here? Anything good? Come here. For some reason, the stones seem to really not jump into my pocket like I would have expected. Oh my god. I'm clearly really good at fighting in Stardew. It's honestly a great achievement. Big mind gamer, clearly. You could tell that my job when I played Core Keeper was like, sit at the base, farm things, make like food and potions and stuff. Living that NPC life. I'm not made for the pro tag hero life. Oof. That was about to get infested. We just left. Alright, let's see what we got over here. We got a bunch of copper. Anything up here? No. Not really. Okay. No copper down here. Let's see, it's 4:50 p.m. We're on floor 17. I'm still a bit fuzzy on how the way down works in Stardew, if it's like predetermined to be a particular type of like a particular spot and then you just have to find it, or if it's like, okay, well after a certain, it's like a certain percentage of the time that you break a rock or kill a bug, you just get one. I think it's a percentage based thing because I feel like I've gotten several before. Whoop. Goodness. This is revenge for when I left that other floor. Oh god. Okay. Let's go. We'll cut our losses. I don't think we're gonna get to floor 20 today or whatever. We got God. Alright, let's see. We got 15 ore, which I think is all we needed for the silo. I think we only needed like 2, actually. So let's head home. We can cook those up and then drop off some stuff. And I don't remember if there was another festival that I need to be thinking of that's happening. I think there is. I probably should check the calendar. Or it sneaks up on me. I think it's like the flower dance or the flower festival. I'm not sure how many hearts you're supposed to be at for that to like work. Okay. Got these. Few things to sell. We'll just wait for these to be done. And then we will, once we put the last one in, we'll just go to bed. Alright, grab this. Probably need to plan out where we're going to put all of our like processing stations, but it's not such a big deal if we don't have it planned out yet. Okay. Time for bed. Combat. We certainly did some of that. How successful we were? Less so. Less so. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Rain all day tomorrow. Great. Love to hear it. Good humor today. Queen of sauce. What do you have for us? Radish salad. Let's get... Alright, we're gonna have to bring a green bean to the community center. So before I sell those, I should do that. And a potato. Nice. So that should finish those out, which is good. Definitely what we want to see. And then while I'm in town, I will check what the situation is on everything. Is this finished or is Robin still working? It's up here, right? Robin? Still going. Okay. Drop off our copper bar. How many spots do we have? 10. 14 spots. We have day 21. We have like 7 days left. We could probably do some potatoes. 14 potatoes, it's not bad. What's this? Leo, what are you doing? It's a lovely day today. I dropped by to check on my green beans and they're ready to harvest. Gus and Pierre were here a little while ago taking care of their crops too. Oh, it's like an allotment. It's like a little community garden. Pelican Town's community garden is pretty nifty, wouldn't you agree, Raz? I agree. Very nifty. Very nifty indeed. Oh my god, so rude. It's cute, but my farm can hold 40 times more. Don't say that. Community garden is a neat idea. Yes, it's spectacular. I love Leah. I have a soft spot for Leah. She was like my first wife in the game. She's great. I'm very thankful for this community garden. I don't have much property to grow my own food. But thanks to this little plot of land we all share, I can. That's so cute. That's why community gardens are important. They give people a chance to grow their own food and connect with their food system. Now I need to decide what to cook with these tonight. Here's a fresh green bean straight from the vine. Leah, thank you. Oh, we just munched it. Bless. Leah's such a gem. Alright, it is 7:50. Not time for Pierre's to open. Actually, I should go to the woods before I go to Pierre's in case there's something good that we want to buy from that person. Okay, let's go over here. Give us the spring crops bundle. Speed grow, perfect. What do we get? What do we get? Bulletin board? No. Boiler room? Nice. Sick. Alright. Alright, then let's go to the woods. Check on that dude. The one thing about the expanded mod is it does take a little longer to get everywhere because everything's just farther away. It's just how it goes. Okay, yeah, see, this is the Chonkins mod. All the cows are very fat and round. I love them a lot. I think they're very cute. Alright, let's see, let's see. Hello. Oh, she's cute. I like her little pig pin. Oh my goodness. Alright, what do we got? Anything good? Nothing that we like need right now. So I think we'll hold off. She's cute though. I love that pig pin that she has on, little pig brooch. Very adorable. Alright, we will go check on Pierre's. We have space for 14 potatoes. What up, George? Aren't you cold? They don't make sweaters like they used to. Actually, my blood flow is very fine, but thank you for asking. Perfect. And I think we can sell all the rest of these. I don't really think we need to sit on them for anything that I can think of. So, toss these in here. Grab our potatoes. And get our watering can full. And then we'll be off. Alright, Robin is still working on that stuff. We can, I guess we could do a little bit of farm cleanup, put some of the stuff away. Let's get scythe and axe. Let's clear some of this. This makes it very hard to move. I noticed that down here was a little bit rough. Alright, so now this is clear. There goes the frog. Just like Nina, we're like an absolute terror to frogs. I guess we should also clean up top by where we're building the coop, because we had some stuff in the way. Also, this is directly in the way. Sorry, tree. Can't stay here. I'm kind of in the middle of everything. Okay, so like this tree can go. There we go. Okay. It's probably good for now. Once we build the silo, we'll go like really ham on the weeds. But for now, we're not really getting any like hay out of them, so we'll remove ones that we feel like are very bothersome, but otherwise, we'll let them go. Oh, this is nice too. We can just see from here. Chop this. Also gonna have to think of a time where we can drop off our tools for Clint to upgrade them, because kind of have to make sure that we're doing it at a time that makes sense. Let's chop down this tree. I feel like we also don't need this in the middle of everything. Let's see. And let's see, we'll chop down this and this little one as well. It was like, did not want me to pet my own cat there for a second. Like, no, you have to touch this shrub instead. So funny, we go like so wild with the scythe. We're always just swinging it everywhere. Hitting like 10 things. So I feel like scythe is always the thing in these games that like I forget about taking energy, and then I pass out because I don't notice that we're using so much energy swinging the scythe around. Even though scythes are probably like one of the most labor intensive tools to use. You have to keep them low and like move them back and forth in a like very particular way. They are not easy to maneuver. Okay, let's see. These are just weeds. Move that one. Alright, nice. Things are starting to look a little cleaned up. Starting to look a little clear. Go. That's looking pretty good. Let's see. I think it was just move these weeds. Now, we won't be able to get out a lot of this stuff because we do not have, yep, the axe upgrades. But that's where our greenhouse is. Buried in the overgrowth. Okay, I don't know if we can, yeah, we can't pick that up from here. All right. Nice. Cool. So our farm is looking much cleaner. Much more organized than before. Let's drop off all of our stuff. Put our wild horseradish away. Nice. Okay. So I think that's probably going to be it for us for today. So let me super quickly take a look. Let me go to the title screen here. Anywho, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. We had a ton of fun. Let me do a quick shout out. Here are the mods that we were using today in case you saw anything that you wanted to check out. They're there. Also, here are my socials as well in case you want to find me. We do farming sim streams and Mahjong on Thursdays. I post all the schedules on Twitter. We also have a YouTube for a lot of our VODs and clips. And we have a Discord as well, where we talk about cozy games and all that good stuff. Y'all are always welcome to stop by. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming in, keeping me company this morning. We had a really good time. I'm gonna start the raid, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, and I will catch you guys on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern to play Apico, which is a cozy beekeeping sim. So I will see you then.